This video was originally 45 minutes long. I thought I wanted to make rambling content, but it turns out that it's much better edited. Hello, my Scoobies. I just wanted to have a chat with you about what I don't know right now. I just want to talk about what's on my mind. I cut out a lot of repeating myself. I don't know why I'm so excited about moving out, since living on my own was so hard before. I won't say it was a disaster. I didn't know I had autism. I didn't know how to accommodate myself. I didn't know how to ask for help, and I didn't know what to ask for help for. That's not to shame myself for it. But I have a very good therapist. She's very autism friendly. She is able to talk to me about it and how to learn to best accommodate myself. With her help, I probably will be able to figure it out. My mother is not going to approve of my moving out. When I first realized that I might have autism, I did ask her if she thought that I might be autistic. She said, yes, I think you might have Asperger's. She's the type of person who would think Asperger's means that you're very smart, but you're not like those other autistics. I think that's where her mindset is. I'm not sure if she fully understands it. I've been sending her videos about autism in the last few months. She doesn't talk to me about them. I don't really know where her head's at about it. There's some kind of ableism there. I have my own internalized ableism. I wonder if I can do it, blah, blah, blah. Can you really help having internalized ableism in an ableist society? I don't see how you cannot, unless you recognize it and work on not having it. But if you don't recognize it, then you can't work on it. Then you absorb it. There's something about spending too much time talking just triggered something.
2,000 years later.
Whatever got triggered would not come to me. I'm not used to spending so much time talking about myself. Why do people always have to be talking? Why can't we watch people just sit? Even in real life, we can't just watch people sit. Unless we're doing something, unless we're occupying our time with something. Then we can tolerate people just sitting. When I take too long to process my thoughts, people get uncomfortable. But I go non-vocal when I process my thoughts because I go into my head. How I store information in my brain is not in English. I don't even know what it is because I have to translate it in English to process it. Does that make sense to anyone? But if it's not in English, what is it? I don't even know. It's like in my mind I see lines of words going by on a ticker tape. That's how I process my thoughts. I think they get translated into English onto that ticker tape. I don't know why sometimes I can be comfortable in speaking. I first went into therapy when I was 15. My first therapist started making me look people in the eye. I made contact. Yay! I met aliens. I made eye contact up until a few years ago when I was researching autism. When I realized I didn't have to make eye contact anymore, I was so relieved. I don't even like looking at people's faces. I'm so happy. This is how I would like to talk to people in my real life. Being in the presence of other people just puts me on edge so much that I cannot relax. By the way, I was drinking a Coke the other day. It was because Pepsi was sold out. I'm on Team Pepsi. Oh my God. You know what? The Twilight franchise has entirely messed up this culture. I love vampire movies. I have loved them since I was a teenager. Vampires are supposed to be scary. They're supposed to behead you. They're supposed to be in the dark, creeping after you, in the shadows. They're not supposed to be living next to you. They're not supposed to be going to school with you. I don't care so much that they sparkle. If you like sparkly things and you want to put in your lore that your vampires sparkle, okay. I like sparkly things. I was okay with looking at vampire sparkle. I liked looking at it. I didn't like the idea. Did you ever notice that only Edward did it? All my stuff is in storage, so I can't go back and rewatch them to see if they were ever in direct sunlight. Vampires are not supposed to be your friends. They're something that you should be afraid of. So that's my beef with the Twilight franchise. I'm trying to think of something to say. That is a problem that I have with real life too. I have no idea what to say.
2,000 years later.
If anybody is on medication, put your experience down in the comments. I've been on medication since I was 15. I've been on antidepressants and anxiety, mood stabilizers. When I had my psychotic breakdown, I was on antipsychotics. I'm starting to wonder if medication really is for me. I've been on it so long. Oh, I need medication. This was done at least a year ago at the time of editing. I have since experimented with my antidepressants. That's why there's professionals. Talk to a doctor. See what's right for you. If I didn't have to take it, I'd rather not. If I had a doctor that was willing to wean me off of it and I would be able to maintain an up mood, that would be awesome. I felt so much better since I started accommodating my autism. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. That Pepsi gave me the burps. That's another thing. I lose my train of thought so easily. I'm distracted so easily. Maybe I should put that on a t-shirt. My brain just lagged. Extreme close-up! How'd you do a Wayne's World there? I just get silly. I get silly, y'all. I just get silly. It's me trying to unmask my sibling. I restrain a lot of my natural impulses. I normally don't even feel them anymore. Yes, I do. I ignore them. I want to try to get in touch with those and start doing what I want more.
2,000 years later.
It's been so long since I've talked to anybody. You can't talk to the people here. All they want to do is get something from you. And they don't talk about real things. It's how my brain operates, man. Okay, I don't do accents at all. It's like even when I try to talk to people, I go off in my own head. I'm finally comfortable enough to show the real me. I want to connect with people who are like me, who cannot hide who they are. Well, this here. I've spent 2 days editing. Thank you for being over. Thank you so much for letting me share. Keep rocking, y'all. Bye.